So I just finished Loki and it was pretty good. Also, hey, first TV show review on this channel. Finally got to something after all these years. The story follows the alternate version of Loki from the Endgame movie. You know, the one that gets his hands on the Tesseract after the Hulk pushes Tony Stark and stuff. After he gets the Tesseract, he jumps to the Gobi Desert and is soon found by a new, powerful, and shadowy organization called the TVA, the Time Variance Authority. Basically the ones who keep the main timeline free of loose ends and shit. After being interrogated and almost killed by the TVA, Loki gets put to work for them by his new handler, a man named Mobius, played by Owen Wilson. Nice to see him play another sarcastic but cool and collected character again.
I'd never stab anyone in the back. That's such a boring form of betrayal. Loki, I've studied almost every moment of your entire life. You've literally stabbed people in the back like 50 times.
After that, it's just one thing after another, as Loki's first big case with the TVA is to help them find out who's been killing their Minutemen. Well, they kinda already know who's been killing them, but they need his help to locate himself. Yep, another Loki is out there from another timeline, killing TVA agents for some reason. And only Loki himself can get the jump on himself.
Me, I presume. How nice to meet you.
The TVA is a really interesting organization to learn about. A new, all-powerful entity that watches over the main timeline of the MCU. Every alternate version of characters, whether they be another Loki, Thor, Hulk, or shit, even another Thanos, get shipped to the TVA offices depending if they veer off the set path that they were meant to take, and are either scrubbed from reality or, in Loki's case, get to work for them to hunt down their other variants. Oh yeah, each of these anomalies are called variants because of the changes they make, either on accident or on purpose, to the sacred timeline, aka the main driving force behind all these goddamn movies and shows. So it's kinda like the comics in that sense. All the main driving forces and stories all come from the sacred timeline, or like the comics, Earth 616. Anytime a variant from another timeline does something that might mess with the main timeline or cause what the TVA call a nexus event, the TVA are called in to scrub any and everything they misplaced or ruined.
Nexus events happen when someone does something they're not supposed to do, right?
Well, it's a little more complicated, but yeah.
Great.
In this instance, when Loki grabbed the Tesseract and escaped with it, he made a branch from the main timeline into one where he never had to go through the events in Thor Dark World or Ragnarok, where he would have been redeemed and then got his ass killed by Thanos. Instead, we still have the evil, scheming Loki from the first Avengers movie, still wanting to control everything in the universe and thinking he's unstoppable. Yeah, unstoppable, right?
And I will not be bullied by that.
Never before has the word pruning been said this much before in my life. And variant. Also, holy shit, this might be one of the first TV shows I've ever seen where a theremin was a central part of the music. It's actually a pretty great fit, and it sets the mood perfectly. Beautifully haunting and foreboding, just like the show.
Mobius?
Yeah.
You okay?
Yep, I'm good.
The difference between this, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and WandaVision is that Loki starts off a bit slow, but it ramps up by at least the second episode. Whereas WandaVision is a slow burn, getting the setting and the mystery set up before any of the crazier shit happens later on. And Falcon and the Winter Soldier just starts right out of the gate with action, followed by the story. Well, actually maybe just a little bit more action than story, but that's all good, I guess. Kinda expected since the Cap movies are usually all about sick action and pretty decent stories. So this is a good middle ground between those two shows, which is nice. So if you like your Marvel show to start off with some neat backstories and connections to the older movies right off the bat, with some action already sprinkled in near the start, Loki's perfect for that. It's the right blend of Falcon and the Winter Soldier and WandaVision. All in all, I give the show an 8 out of 10. Surprised at how quickly the show grabbed my attention, and also the fact that it made me care more for Loki, who before this and Ragnarok I gave little to no care for. Just goes to show what some fun and interesting ideas can do to make a character more interesting and fun to care about. Can't wait for season 2. Whenever that shows. So thanks for watching, stay safe, and as always, peace.